Hi, this is Kathy from Kathy's Vegan Kitchen, and today we're going to make a vegan pasta Caesar salad. It's 115 degrees in Arizona today, and although I planned to make something hot originally, I changed my plan, and now we need a cold salad because it's really hot outside. Instead of using breaded croutons, which is also an option, I chose to use chickpeas today, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to season them and put them in the air fryer for about 10 minutes until they get crispy, and those are going to be in place of the crouton. So I drained the chickpeas and I kept the aquafaba. Always keep the aquafaba. You can keep it in the refrigerator for about 3 or 4 days because you might use it for another recipe. And we're going to put the chickpeas into a bowl. And then I have 1 teaspoon of onion powder, 1 teaspoon of garlic powder, and 1 teaspoon of salt. And I'm going to put it on the chickpeas. And then I'm just going to coat them a little bit with the seasoning. And then I'm going to pour them onto the air fryer pan. Now, you don't need any oil on the pan, but you do want them in a single layer so they cook well. And you're going to preheat your air fryer to 400 degrees. And they will cook for 10 minutes. And at about 5 minutes, we're going to go back and move them around a little bit. And in the meantime, you're going to make your dressing. This vegan Caesar salad dressing is really simple to make. It starts with a half a cup of raw cashews. Now, if you want a nut-free option, I suggest using soy unflavored, unsweetened yogurt. And in that case, you wouldn't use water. Or you could use sunflower seeds, hemp seeds, silken tofu works, but if you use silken tofu, you also don't want to add water. So here are the raw cashews, and you don't need to soak them overnight or boil them for 10 minutes to soften them if you have a really good blender. I have a good blender, but if you don't, you can always boil them or soak them overnight. You need a 1/4 cup of water plus 2 tablespoons of water. You need a half of a tablespoon of Dijon mustard, 2 teaspoons of capers, 1 clove of garlic, 2 teaspoons of garlic powder, and then you need a half of a tablespoon of vegan Worcestershire sauce. I like Wizard brand. I also like Annie's brand, and those are at the grocery store. And then you need about 3 tablespoons of lemon, which is 1/2 of 1 medium lemon, or you can always use bottled juice if you need to. I'm going to squeeze that in there. And then you always want to make sure that you put the top on really tight. Once everything is blended all nicely in the blender, we're going to go over and we're going to move those chickpeas around a little bit and see where they're at. I'm going to start cooking those again. And then we'll come back here and be good in putting our salad together. I have here 2.5 cups of cooked pasta. I bought the rotini kind because I like how the dressing soaks into the little nooks and crannies, but you can pick any kind you want. This is whole grain pasta. You could also use gluten-free pasta. And you're going to put the pasta in the bowl. And then I have a cup of chopped cucumbers. I have 1 bunch of green onions, a 1/2 cup of grape tomatoes cut, and then you want to mix these together And you're gonna put some of the dressing in before you add the lettuce. And the dressing is absolutely delicious and it takes 5 minutes to make, so you can't go wrong. You're gonna mix half the dressing in, and then you're going to add the lettuce to the mix. And you really have to gauge the dressing. It depends how much you like, not how much I like. You don't have to add any salt or anything to the dressing because the brine from the chickpeas is pretty salty. This is 12 ounces of romaine lettuce, which is traditionally what's used in a Caesar salad. I don't understand why Caesar salad dressing has egg and anchovy in it because it doesn't need it, but we're just gonna toss all these wonderful ingredients together. So of course it's getting outside of the bowl. All right, and then you're gonna sprinkle with 2 teaspoons of the extra capers. And then I'm going to come over and get the chickpeas, which it looks like they are ready and nice and crispy. And then you're going to add the chickpeas to the salad. Toss them in with all of the goodies. And then if you want, you're going to sprinkle with some vegan Parmesan cheese. Now I make this myself from cashews, but they make store brands, or if you don't want the Parmesan cheese on top, that's okay too. And then this is your beautiful pasta salad. Now, be sure to remember, those of you who are weary about eating pasta, there is way more veggies in here than there is pasta, which is a great combination. You get that hearty pasta, but you get all these veggies included. And I hope you love it as much as we do.